you know. So far, so good, America and Saudi Arabia signed a deal for $1 trillion over an undisclosed amount of time. And I'm just here to tell all of you that Jesus Christ is Lord. Maybe one day I'll read the USCCB. Anyway, as part of my video proof and record, here I am in a publicly accessible space, funded by public taxpayer money, tax refunds, rebates, and all that. You know, and a ticket is a piece of paper like the Constitution. So many people disrespect pieces of paper here. You know, and they won't disclose their name or a payroll number. That's something I'm gonna ask. You know. There are all these litigious people. Hey, chatter, what's your name and your payroll number? I'm gonna practice. I'm a nobody here, a runt. There's a lot of leeway. They say you can't smoke in front of a building 25 feet. It's a New York ordinance. Let's have a measuring contest. I know I have a very tiny cock, but your cock gotta be huge. Oh, a Beltran. Hello. This is not work. Who says I'm working? If I was working, all the people would be happy. What I'm doing is not working. Hello, all my fans. So you might see a live arrest. They might slam my head down for civil unrest or something. This is your wet dream. You have a streamer, and then he's going to confront the police, and you're going to see blood all over the floor. Stay tuned, all right? I'm in Golda Meir Plaza. That's the first Jewish prime minister, a woman. They killed her too, you know? Like, she had a very fragile neck. So do I. Oni-chan, Moru-chan. I'm not Japanese, but I can speak Japanese. So I need all your names and payroll numbers. Because, and remember, you all swore an oath to the Constitution, right? In my country roads, take me home. I always lose. Like heads you win, tails I lose. I'm just here to observe how the winners act. Trump secured $1 trillion to for law enforcement. If I don't see like tanks in every street of Manhattan, I'm gonna be disappointed. You know, just a tank going through this building right here. Well, all hail Austin. Yeah, I'm smoking it backwards. I like you guys. You can stay, or you can leave. You don't. If this was truancy, you don't have to leave, or you don't have to stay. I'm gonna turn New York into West Virginia. To a place I belong, West Virginia. Just because the sign is there is like if they station a cop, no smoking, or I'll shotgun you in the face. Tyranny. You know? Well, I have a girl in the chat. Hello, Barbara. You're just a guy in real life, right? I belong. Let's all sing together. I'm gonna pretend you're a woman. How you doing? Platonic hug from a third world minority in Mystery Babylon, where all the people worship Lucifer, except for me, because I don't know how to. You know who's the only person who can't worship Lucifer? Lucifer. It's like, how do I worship myself? I'll just be myself and you worship me. I don't know. And just because you guys are the super fans, this one's for you. I want you to feel super wherever you are, whatever you're going through, misery, depression, smoke some weed, smoke some crack, take all your drugs, hit some fentanyl, challenge a police or a fire department guy. It's your thing. You're not going to get anyone fired today. They just got 1 trillion. They'll phone it in, half-ass it. I'm going to get paid no matter what I do today. So feel like that. You want to see a real Superman? There he is. Can't you feel him? Dun, 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 dun. You don't need a cape to be Superman. Ba, 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 ba. Mm, 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 mm. Ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba. It should say more smoking anytime. Hi, bird. No birding anytime. You're illegal. Being a bird is illegal in Trump's America. You gotta be a worker. Mm-mm-mm. Good thing I'm an invisible Asian male ninja. I'm just not very good at it. The last time they called the fire department here, 2 battalions came. It's like, are you gotta be kidding? This is just a flower pot and then not a bomb. Maybe next time I'll bring a bomb, right? I know how to do one of those. Right? Ba-ba-bum. I remember the Boston bombing. All you need is a pressure cooker and nails. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I smoke so I don't do all that. Ba 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 ba. It's amazing. I get like 6 chatters. It's like, hey boys and girls, you want to poison squirrels? Go. Ba, ba, ba. And Eminem has all these clones. There's a hubba hubba chick right there. She's single, ladies or guys, ready to mingle. You know, ready to ovulate and reproduce for the good of mankind. She's also a black widow. I can tell by her things. Come back to my place and we have hunky dunky. And she's a fellow smoker. You can tell by those rings. A lot of these rings, these jewelries, they'll suck your energy dry. If you know anything about Yakub at all, it's like they bring you on a ship, they fuck you to like until you're tired and throw you overboard, and then the sharks eat you. Predatory women. Hey, Herbo. So I was told by a waiter, not a waiter, but a security guy, it's like, you're not allowed to smoke in the kitchen unless I'm staff. You know? Why are you crying? Did you have a fight with your dad? You're not a good son until you fight with your dad and he tells you, whatever you're going to do it. He's looking to die. You're not a good, strong son until you're ready to kill your father with a beer bottle. And then you realize, this man raised me. You put it down. Or, listen, even if I, the most attractive Lucifer of all time, had a fucking tube filled with my feces and blood, I'd have a hard time seducing women too. It's like, listen, have a great time in my kingdom. I got a tube right now. Okay, I'm busy. Even while we're doing it, you might rip it out and bleed all over you. There's no way a woman is gonna fuck a guy with a tube. All right? So that's my advice. You don't have to listen. I work for you in Quitters. I get laid? Excuse me, I'm happily married. My wife worked all day like you. The only time I get some maybe was when we first started dating. I had to seal the deal. I was like, I can show you a good time. However, I'm very tired. So, what's your excuse? You want to see? I know you, okay? If you was here and this lady was sitting alone in Cincinnati, you'd be like, hi, I'm Herb Schnerbler. You see that? Kind of like Atlantis. Your type, I think. But, just with her sheer presence, she's like, I'm high maintenance. Bring me to the Ramada or something. Country road. All right. Did I ever tell you, Herb? Can't means it's just a last priority to you. You can't go home and turn on the stove. Is that true? I can't turn on the TV or play Madden right now. or I can't play Street Fighter 6, or I can't open the cabinet, or I can't say hi to a lonely girl sitting all by herself in a plaza because she misses her mom or sister and she wants a little bit of company, or she's waiting for her best friend who's fucking her best friend behind her back and she's worried. I know all of these problems. Don't care. Okay, then you should change your name to Can't Schnerbler. Why fucking around as Herb? You see a Herb Schlerber guy, he's like, have you ever heard of quitters? He's gonna talk to these two. Do you want your picture? And then her next. That's my prophecy. Does anybody like lava lamps? Because they're pretty cool. She looked my way, right? I'm just talking to the air. You just cast your thing. I'm happily married. You want me to be talking to strange women? Want to get me killed by my wife? However, I'm in uncle energy. If I'm like, honey, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You'll find the right guy. Maybe you should get a lava lamp. If I was you, Herb, I'd pretend, my wife don't let me usually go out, but I was just walking around and I had to tell you, you have the nicest hair. What's wrong with that, dude? It's like you don't even care. Do you think, like, I found out you're not married at all? You scamp. She'll respect you more in Cincinnati. Or unless you want Vivek to win, right? Vivek is gonna send you a girl. Promise. Just to destabilize. Listen, I heard you wanna oppose me. I think you haven't been fucked in 2 months. Meet this girl. She's nice. Take her out to some lasagna. And then you won't oppose Vivek at all. And I think you should take the hint. You know? Me, I'm used to people breaking up my marriage. Like, I go to the bus so you don't have to find me. I find you. All the people who want to break up my marriage, I'm here. Let's get it over with in the first 2 hours. You're out of things, like this pigeon. It's like, I have no food. Go away. Ew, that sounds very homosexual. You're gonna do what, sir? What's the best way to stop a guy from entering in politics? Make him your boyfriend. That's the simplest way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna what? I'm gonna worm my way into Vivek's inner sanctum? Jesus fucking Christ, Herb. You got a worm you could insert in his pants, I guess. I don't know how to advise you. All right? I'm recording myself, ladies.
I'm just passing along.
I like it when the Black Widows let me know. We're off to Black Widow class. It's the smiles, like we're gonna learn how to break a guy's dick in 4 pieces. Okay, have a great time. You went to a Jesuit school and so did Vivek. All right? Safe bet you didn't even check my community tab to read the forged Jesuit oath. You have to be ready to garrote people. You know how to garrote a person? Just take like a shoelace and just choke them from behind. Watch some gangster movies or some shit. I'm here in perfect garrote position. The whole time I was like, oh, da, 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 da. Somebody could literally jump up like the knockout game, and instead of bopping me on the head, they have a string, a guitar string. Dude, I'm just like playing guitar in the park, and there's the guy with a bounty. Yeah? Me, if I was an uncle and my niece was like, listen, something's not working here. You're either waiting for your Prince Charming or he's not coming. Or you should be a lesbian. Maybe just like, have you ever tried like being a lesbian? This is day one as a lesbian. They taught you to grapple and then you used it for gay sex, didn't you? Admit it, Herb, you're a homo. The woman you love is a man. I can tell her Adam's apple from here. We didn't want to say nothing because you're deeply in love with her, but even a shaved Adam's apple is sadly still an Adam's apple. You might not see it. I've been blinded before. In college, I dated a Japanese girl who was very decidedly mannish. And people would look at me like, don't you see? Maybe Japan's doing a fast one on the Philippines. I was like, well, she sucked my dick. So, as far as I know, she is a she. If she is a he, he's very convincing. You know what I mean? You speak soft. This is how you speak, Herb. Hi, I can't even do it. Hi, no. Hi, it's Herb Narbler. Yeah. There's only two groups of girls: girls who sucked your dick and girls who never will. It's like the ones who did suck your dick, more than I deserve. I'm so happy. 3 out of 3 trillion. Not bad, considering. One group is going to be larger. I wouldn't do that if you were the last man in Earth. Look, look at this. See, she was waiting for a friend. It's like, oh my God, you're 93 hours late. You know? What? I can't do you. I can't even do Steve Buscemi. He's too high pitched and Irish. You do all the Irish shit because my voice doesn't go that high. I can't even do Ric Flair. Woo! I can only do lower register. I'm Scottish. Foreign man. There's a line. That I can do. But I can't do high pitch. Oh, my lucky star is Irish. No way. Lower register. That's me. You can do Steve Buscemi. I'd like the dragon roll and a little bit of the wasabi. And all the girls in the strip club told me I gotta try the tuna surprise. And it's in your pants, honey. Like, come on, I can't do Steve fucking Buscemi. I can do John Lovitz, like, being Vladimir Lenin. Acting, Tovarich. Riff with me. There's a guy. You gotta do all the high pitch shit. I thought like she was like looking for a friend. She's waiting for a friend. They're probably gonna go shopping. This is New York City. They have their dad's credit cards. It's like, Daddy, $80,000 is like nothing to you. You know? He's doing his job, the boss man right there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm an addict. But you're the best guy. I love you, man. You know? And then when people like, have a good attitude, I move on my own. Why would I push them? It's like romance right there. You see that? That should be you, Herb. That should be you rubbing your girl in a park, just loving. You know what I mean? Herb, are you propositioning me for sex? Like, come on, man. We're friends. I'm an employee of Quitters. Can't you just use your hand? Here is there if there is a target near you, Herb, and you really need release, right? I'll tell you. Shell out $20. Get this thing called the honey cake masturbator for him. My wife bought me that one, and all I get is like, listen, you got to take a shower. Oh boy, I'm gonna bring the little masturbator with me. And it's just like, you want another wife? And I got really mad. It's like, say all that again? I meant to say, I'll get you another life. You know? Is my friend also. I can't believe he's the driver. This guy, he used to do the Nathan's hot dog, and now he's in this big time one. Like this particular food truck is high B, you know? Tamer's halal food. Only the highest value celebrities go here. Very few people actually buy food, unless you're a celebrity. You know? It's very exclusive. All the ones who can't afford it just walk by. The guy probably consulted the security. I come here after the scene of the crime. You know? I was able to summon two. Oh, she must be a celeb. I knew it. That's Natalie Portman. You guys want to see Natalie Portman? That's what she looks like. And her friend. I don't know who Natalie Portman's best friend is. Maybe Drew Barrymore. I don't know. Have you guys never seen Natalie Portman? Gosh. Bunch of starstruck idiots. Nitwits. She's in disguise, you know, so she doesn't look like what she normally does. And then these are the good-looking, handsome boys right there. You see, they must work out because they're like sashaying their tight buns. I can't believe her propositioned me for sex. Real, fucking ridiculous. It's like if I don't get sex in the next 7 hours, I'm drinking a handle. Do it, then do so. I don't, I don't deal with emotional terrorists. I tried to pull that on my dad. I'm gonna smash your face with a bottle. He said, "Do it," and I was like, "Wow, that's how it's said." You know, if you want to rob this truck as Natalie Portman, do it. I'm just gonna laugh, skip out. Don't give a tip. That's robbery. Is he collecting now? Holy shit, these aren't collections. Like, what's the point of this? I have no point. I'm just waiting for my mom. And look at this one. It's like a nanometer away. I'm gonna ticket myself. You know, I'm gonna give myself a ticket for being the worst firstborn son of all time, ever since Judas Iscariot or Barabbas, or even all the traitors like John McCain or whatever. You know, I'm right here. Crimes against America. What do you want from me? I'm an NBI spy. Whatever. I'm personally responsible for September 11 and the USS Liberty. Usually, when they want you, here's a signed confession, and then you just sign it. We got more. Were you there during the Lufthansa hijacking? Sure, why not? I signed once, and then they find out it was actually me. Holy shit, we hit the jackpot. You're the mastermind behind all this. I agreed to be literally Satan. The job made sense because I read a lot, and I was like, well, when it comes to the metric system, I know that. I'm an ally of God, sure, and Satan. It's like the way I say it is like say 9 or say 11. Satan. Tin. People hail. I can just like look at boobs. Yep, they're round. I'm happily married. Change my mind. You can't. I'm married for life. Just like a pigeon. Almost heaven, West Virginia. Da, da, da. Oh, hello, Cheddar. You seem lost. I recommend you read something by Dennis Bryan, author of Einstein, A Life, and Pulitzer, A Life, and Nate Mendez, A Life. I'm going to ask him to ghostwrite for me. It's just going to be 500 pages, but two sentences per page. No, denied. If you turn the page, you're a moron. You see these big guys? They work hard all day. For what? Do they get a piece of land? No, they don't. I should be executed as a traitor to the Mendez family for daring to speak against the patriarch. But, I figure it's like that. If I can go to my neighbor's house and say, hey, there's a wolf in your basement. Oh, well, you don't want to do it. I killed your whole family. And I look in my basement and I tell my patriarch, hey, patriarch, father, dad, there's a wolf in our basement. I live in the basement. Bye, I'm going to die. And you're next. You know what they say? In peace, the fathers bury the children. But in war, no, that's wrong. In peace, the children bury the parents. In war, the parents bury the children. And you can't tell me there's no wars going on because it's a profitable industry. So many people like milk the emotions, just like, oh, my husband came home and I made a mold of his hand. Wow, that's just wow. Milking that thing. You would think I'm milking my mom's death. Guess what? I really miss my mom. My mom sacrificed everything. My dad too. The thing is, the sacrifice really doesn't bother him. He's merciless. He's compassionate to the compassionate, but once you're no use, he's merciless. He just shut down. It was like, you want to do something, do it. I'm learning from him. If somebody like challenges me, I'll just like, you can do all that, do it. I'm my father's son. I'm so amazed that he can do that. He's 70 and he just did it. It's like whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna regret it. I fast forwarded as like, yeah, I'm gonna get raped in prison and no one will bail me out. I want to move out of all of this, take all my stuff, and then I remember Jesus Christ told me that take nothing for your journey. All of this is Lucifer stuff. At best, you're merely renting it or leasing it, but don't own it. This is all his sinfulness. I'm trying to save the guy. He's laughing. At least I makes Lucifer laugh, right? That's the right thing to say, boss. That man, no. He said, relax pigeons, and they did. That's power. That's what I say. You know? Even a half smile is still a smile. That's what makes me happy. I get frowns all day. This pigeon don't even have lips. Get some lips, pigeon. Hello. People have lips and they use them to frown. I don't understand that. Smoke more weed every day. Legitimize it. Legalize it. You know? I've been to LA, never to West Hollywood, but I never. If I could play a video, you know what I mean? I just need to pray to Jesus. Cor Jesus sacratissimum miserere nobis. Miserere nobis means like, have mercy on us. And in the heart of Jesus, Sacred Heart of Jesus, have mercy on us. You can see the Sacred Heart right there. You know? In Catholicism, that's when you want to just like make people angry all day. You don't believe you should just pray to Jesus, but not his Sacred Heart. You know? As long as I have 0 chatters and 2 likes, I'm happy. I want to post pictures of my family too. You know? My happy family. Almost heaven, West Virginia. This is my favorite. This is my mom, you know? See that? Some people just like, my mom smiles like, she's dead, leave her alone. I did. But, ghosts. If it's useful, like, my dead wife or my dead mother, do it. If you can do it all, do it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm weak. I'm pitiful. I'm 5'4". I'm not even 70. I don't have the gravitas. I don't have the deals in place. I just say the word of God over and over. You know? You believe Jesus is white? Probably for you. I believe Jesus is a pigeon. One day, Jesus Christ the pigeon will slap me. Psh, you shouldn't talk to your dad like that. Hey, you, slap me. You have every right to slap me, pigeon. You're just pecking on the ground. So that's my mom. This is not even the best picture of my mom. Almost heaven. Ba-da-da-da-da. Hey. Bum, 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 bum. Even if it gets Rodney.
Yeah, your melanin comes with superpowers. People in power get there by taking hours. And the black people in power, a coward scared to lose their houses, causing notoriety. I ain't blaming society for that's another subject. People dying in public, you never know who you fucking see. You blame the government or the company. Or the billionaires that fucking shit. I done the money shit like this nigga. The vaccine.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna end up. There's a saying in my country, mahahanap ka sa kangkungan. Kangkong is a type of vegetable, and you just find dead bodies there all day. But it's okay. I'll feed the earth. My message will go out to the birds and the bees, the nematodes, the parasites in your body. My mom was in a mausoleum. Her hair is growing out. She's decomposing, rotting, or eaten by reptilians. It's all the same. As lo- you know, like if a corporation gives you a paycheck, that doesn't mean you endorse all of it. Even if it's a family corporation. I hear about Walmart, and then they have like fights. We're trying to sell this company for 2 million. Trump gets a $1 trillion deal with uh, with Saudi Arabia. Like I used to have friends, you know that. Then I realized they were all traitors. So I was like, I don't really need friends. Enemies are much nicer. They're just trying to kill you all the time. And then if they don't kill you, it's like better luck next time. All days and boundaries on. Yeah, yeah, that's best. Shit. I'm gonna make it together. Let's do the bust that ass, bounce that ass, bounce it. He's not my son. He just acts like it. It's like, how in the world did I have a black son? Something's wrong genetically here. Like a recessive gene. My family was probably raped by a black man. I was like, I got over it. Hold on. Wait, I want you to bounce that ass, bounce that ass, bounce it, bounce. I don't care if it's male ass, bounce that ass. Yeah, buddy. I feel weird saying that, but whatever. If it encourages all the women to bounce that ass, guy with a nice ass dancing, Africa Bombada. I like this one too. This is like, if you want to feel like Green Lantern or Peter Pan, Emerald Green. There's a lot of MK Ultra out, and then I talk with a lot of homeless. It's like, you Terminator, Skynet looking motherfucker. Do you want a cigarette? Yeah, I do. Then they calm down. Why? Everyone, you won. Say this in my chat. Like, heads I win, tails you lose. Flip a goddamn coin. That's me. I'm going to say, if you flip a coin, heads you win, tails I lose. Go to your dad and say, listen, I'm going to just hit you. Your Arkansas dad or whatever. And he'll say, do it. You'll be doing your father a favor. I raised a murderer. I knew it all along. I know I'm not a murderer. My dad's still alive. Just like O.J. Simpson. Norm made a joke. You know how I know O.J. Simpson loves his kids, all of them? They're still alive. Too bad about his wife. What? Did you read all about yourself in Joshua 14:6? That's you. You're in the fucking Bible. Tell me where Nate Mendez is in the Bible. This lady's not even wearing a bra. I'll show you. Huh? I want you to use all your joke powers and comedy to suddenly manifest a bra. and this lady. I'll give like here's all my power. Boom. Give her a paisley bra. Any luck? Heads, I give you the power to give her a bra. Tails, you get the power to give her a bra. You have seen a bra before, you virgin. Have you? You were like, Jewish girls are mad easy. Looking back at all your statements, I think you're a goddamn virgin. I am a light being. Being. Not a human being. That's the kind of wit. Nancy's, I told my masters, I got the masters. I don't pay my taxes. I like a campus. You know what my shed looks like? This. I used to have a shed in Jackson Heights, and it's actually like my dad built it for me and my brother, and I would just go there and whack off. And I must have dropped a few drops of sperm there because it was bought by two gay guys who made a garden out of it. I see romance all day long. Yeah, it's a good place to eat. The lion shall lay down with the lamb. If I had romantic music, I'd play it. Let me see if I have romantic music. David Sebastian is not really romantic music. This is a good music. Heaven, West Virginia, Rich Mountains, still a river. Oh, she's smiling. Look at this. Look at that, the mountains, gathering like the trees, country roads, take me home. I know it's a KKK standard, but I don't see anybody in hoods at all with horses, burning crosses. So it's pretty chill here. And if they say the police are KKK, whatever. Country road. It's Midtown South, so they're like, And they ride me, baby, and out in the water. Like two days ago, I saw somebody get arrested. Those violent migrants and shit, like decapitating babies, leaving it out to dry for some like accessories and shit. Those aren't the migrants I know, man. Some of the migrants hid me, so like for their sake, it's like we're gonna ground up 100. Can you make it 2? That's what I said. 2, the top guys. Let the rest grow. Let that be a lesson to you. Instead of 150, What did they do? They're just following orders. Handsomest guy of all time. There you go. And he did you a favor right there. For the lady. It's amazing what a smile can do, That's called repeat customer. Yesterday, a little bit of sauce does it all. Healthy women, though. To a play. You gotta listen to the opponent's music. What's so good about this? It's funeral music. It's not. I'm not even playing like ching chong songs, And they even have T-shirts. That's right. Hi. She looks like Scarlett Ingrid Johansson, but a little chunkier. Take me home. I wish I could show you my dad. It's just I don't have any good pictures of him. He wants a Wikipedia entry, but then he forgets. You ever do that? It's like, can you do all this for me? And it's like, can you just not give away my tools? Oops, I give away your tools. I wrote him on the thing, fuck all your sorry. You know what I mean? After 100 sorries, it kind of means nothing. Sorry, if I said sorry to like cops, I'm sorry, I don't know where all the criminals are. They're like, well, you're going. Happy Father's Day to all. Remember, it's June 15th this year. Mm-hmm. 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 So anyway, this is 40 minutes of just that. That is a legitimate six-letter word or seven-letter word that starts with S and ends with R. If you have a problem with this word, talk to Webster's dictionary, all the lawyers, the legalese. That means it's halfway between a laugh and a smirk. Okay, I didn't invent that word. West Virginia. I think this is like Shinbet. Yeah, I'm just doing all the photos. This is my online photo portfolio. Stuff I downloaded and added my autograph to. It's like they call it schizophrenic scrolls. I guess if you're a doctor, how do you diagnose schizophrenia? That's just crazy to me. This is like some sort of coronal mass ejection. Who knows where I get these things? Next time LoJack comes in here, I'll put him on. Like you have an intro screen. I can't believe they made the mistake of like letting me do this. You know, that's me. Run more than your mouth is a T-shirt I bought for less than $10. And if you want to get an education on real conversational Arabic or whatever, just listen. I don't even know. I'll just say yes. Shukran Isa. Thank you, Isa. Isa could be talking through this man right now. I have no idea. I'm just a platform. If he has a message, you all listen up. You know? Remember, June 15th, 2025 is Father's Day. You don't give a father a good gift, he'll probably take a belt and whip you. And you're going to deserve it. Serves you right. You ingrateful firstborn sons. That's why in the Bible, like Mighty Yahweh struck dead all the firstborn sons. Yeah, that's going to serve you right. I'm supposed to be a firstborn son, if you don't know. So I'm going to bring in my father. You see that? It's not a rip. This is like when we are happy. You know? Like in photos, that's the only time I get to see him smile. He's just trying to be quiet and 70 and is like, and he's supposed to be ruling the universe with plenty of gold. And now the people have discovered how to turn lead into gold. Gold is going to tank. You know that? All of my hard work just yelling at my dad and the scientists. Finally, you fucking turn lead into gold. Serves you right. That's my father. You would all better remember this name, Fernando Marcelino Mendez. He came back for my mom and me and my brother. Owner, president, chairman of the board of Fiesta in America. Ambassador of peace to fucking China. Met Bong Bong Marcos. And he's very patient. Yep. So am I. You know? I learned it from Jesus. Some people say Jesus Christ taught me how to fight. No, he didn't. He taught me how to lose. I'm not going to fight people. There are a lot more. Yeah? You're welcome. I'm here to enable all your victories. If you see me on the street and you punch me, you win. Do it. I got knocked in the head, all these things. That's my father. And this is a horse. What do all gay horses eat? Hey, I hope your heads explode from dad jokes. I'm gonna take a picture of this Tamer's halal food. It's like recent. Yeah. So this is what I see right now. I'm staring at this Tamer's halal food, and if you're here, you're family, basically. You see that? This is a camera is recording me right now. I'm not actively robbing this place. I don't think I can. I don't have my shotguns. I don't have my firearms. So I might as well do security. At least when I'm looking, nobody's trying to puncture your tires. So far, the front two tires clean. There's not a guy with a tss, 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 you know. So while I'm here, I'm doing that. They tolerate me. I don't get free food, but whatever. So make sure you visit Tamer's Halal Food in the corner of 40 or 39th and Broadway. I'm here to endorse all the food places. You have a great variety and you're going to have a great day. I do food trips too. You know? People smoke when there's no smoking. You know that's bullshit. Right, bird? You want to see? Like, I'm going to chase a bird. Hey, bird. You're the star. I don't know if you can see the bird. I could just chase a bird. What's going on? I like to document like a job well done, you know. So there seems to be something here and a very attractive lady. Hello, ma'am. There seems to be something. I None of my business. I'm just walking. There doesn't seem to be a reason to panic, you know. Although there's an apple, I could feed. You know, this is a very safe space for all people. You'd have to be worried about the guy who randomly stabs people from behind. If that guy or those who are behind bars, as you can see, I'm not being stabbed from behind. I deserve it, but so far so good. Shenandoah River. You know? Why would, like, photographers, you don't need a trillion photos to know that one shot, one kill. Just like this. The Buddhists, they're like, for every one you kill, a trillion will come. I could just like squish, but I'm not like that. You see? I come close, but I wouldn't squish it. It's very frail and weak. You're just looking for food. And there's people with macro photography, is like zoom in all the way. This little guy's got character. Anyway, did you know that Jesus is Lord? I'm gonna bless you. Sancti Michael Arcangele defendenos in prelio, contra nequitam insidias diaboli, esto presidium imperit ilideis, supplices de precamur, tuque princeps militae celestis, Satanam aliesque spiritus malignus, qui ad peditionem animarum, pervegantur in mundo, divina virtude infernum detrude. Amen. Cruz Sancti Patri Benedicti, Cruz Sacra sit me lux, non draco sit me lux, vade retro Satanas, non quam suade me vana, sunt malaque libas, ipsa venenabibas. Consider yourself exorcised from all satanic influences. And it's just two ants. They might be grateful someday. It's like, you're not so bad. You just yell at your dad. Maybe. Oh, good. Somebody's using the complaint corner. Oh, she looks like she got a lot of complaints. So anyway, I'm just gonna lie back here. You know, I've gotten used to this. I'm not even eavesdropping. I am just gonna relax here because this is the only pipe in the world that can remove my back pain. You don't know how much lower back pain I have, you know? And if you can imagine, somebody can garrote me from behind right here. And like, like the firing squad. Do you have any final last words? Enjoy perfect New York. Here you can be executed for no reason at all. Like George Zimmerman. I'm so boring, I even bore myself. I wonder if I can start World War III somehow. Maybe a picture of somebody I shouldn't. You see, that's my Ninang Julie when she was young, and this is her friend, and that's my Lola Mamang when she was young, and that's my Tita Medi, and then that's Tita June, and that's my dad. And you see the personable smile. Can't you see? I'm my father's son. He was so carefree all those years ago. And then what happened? It's like life happened. People told me that. Like if they see my baby pictures, you were so cute. What happened? That was all them years ago. Then I started like, living my life. You ever been literally Satan and even that you're bad at it? Yep. Anyway, all the best to my successor, my heir. All hail David Sebastian, who is now literally Satan. I've decided. You're gonna see. You're all gonna see. You know?